Really looking forward to Ashram, given that Pariksha was such a brilliant film. This is your...
Thank you so much. Let me thank you so much for having me and appreciating the work and expecting Ashram. Thank you.
Most welcome. I want to firstly talk about Ashram, of course, because it's releasing on an MX Player web series. Why did you choose Bobby Deol as the protagonist? Because a very different choice, I would think, isn't it?
Exactly for that reason. Very different and very unexpected kind of character. I needed somebody who would look an honest, convincing, and who would easily be able to sway people with his kind of presence. Bobby has that kind of presence. Bobby is a damn good actor, and we have been wanting to work for a long time, so it was a good opportunity.
Okay. Of course, most of your films touch upon social and economic issues, and this again touches upon an issue in society. But do you think it's going to be a little controversial? I mean, do you expect it to be?
A little what?
Controversial?
No, it should not be, because you see, the subject is about people, innocent, kind of common people from lower strata of the society, them kind of putting their faith into the hands of these quacks, criminals, opportunists. Because I am a Hindu and I believe in my own religion, and I believe in the religion of others and the faith of others, and I respect, and especially Hinduism, which has got such huge, vast spiritual treasure, and we thrive because of that, we live because of that, and it shows us the path. So people who actually bring disrepute to the Hindu religion, people who use this in the name of religion, they have this nefarious activities. It was them and the common unsuspecting innocent people, the equation that works there. And once getting the popular kind of existence, they use it to kind of in business, in politics, in all kinds of activities. So this story was brought to me by Max Player. It was very well written and elaborated. So I did not find anything wrong with it, because it does not. In fact, in the entire series, we have not mentioned whether this Baba is from Hindus or he is from any other religion or he has his own religion. There is no mention of any Hindu god, Hindu ritual or activity or whatever it is. So I did not see that there will be a controversy after it is released. But before it gets released, of course, people have all kinds of apprehension, anticipation, as it has happened with me earlier also. So I'm not so worried about it.
Okay. Why did you choose to shoot it in Ayodhya? Was it was there any particular reason, or?
No, it's just a location. It's just a location. It's got nothing. In fact, the story has Kashipur Wale Baba.
Sorry?
Kashipur Wale Baba.
Okay.
It's just a location.
Okay. You've always, in each of the projects that you've taken on, you've always tried to do something different, right? Like Pariksha was, of course, about education, and this is a take about people who take advantage of society, of gullible people and so on. How do you choose the themes that you work with or the stories that you work with?
I don't choose them, they choose me.
Okay.
Things are happening all around, and I and you and everyone else keeps talking about it. Incidents, Reka, and you keep computing them, you keep kind of thinking about them. Then sometimes, at some point of time, the equations begin to get clearer as to why this is happening because of that. So, each film, each story is born out of some kind of social friction, some kind of social development. And I enjoy trying to observe and trying to find out, the changes that happen. And that's how these stories are born.
But do you think that, like, for instance, now that Ashram is coming up as a web series, do you think you've also evolved as a filmmaker given the diverse mediums that exist today?
I didn't get your question. Do I what?
No. Do you think you've evolved as a filmmaker as well, given the diverse mediums that exist today? Because there's television, there's films, there's now OTT. There are so many different platforms for a filmmaker. So over the years, you've also worked in television, from what I know. You've done a series on TV as well. As a filmmaker, have you also evolved and adapted with each of these technologies?
But technology is just a part of it. Basically, I am a content guy. I am the storyteller. So no matter what medium you choose, you have to tell a story.
Right.
And technology is only incidental.
Right.
I was making films when digital media wasn't there, and I'm making films when digital media is there.
Right.
There may be some technical advantage as of today, but the storytelling remains the same.
But on OTT, it's a very, it's a little different as compared to a 2.5-hour film, isn't it?
Well, the format is different, and you need to have, you have the opportunity and the freedom to expand on the layers and the subtext and the subplots and character development and all those things, which is interesting, but again, everything has to tell the story. If you get disengaged with my narrative, I've lost you. So that will happen whether it's television or cinema or OTT. So it's good. It's challenging and it's interesting.
What do you think, as a filmmaker, what do you think is most important, to the content? Is it the script? Is it the direction, or is it a combination of both?
Everything. The script, of course, is the most important thing, because if you have written a good script, chances of making a bad film are less. But
okay.
If the script is not good, no matter what you do, you can't make a good film.
As a filmmaker, today, and somebody who's worked, who has such a fantastic repertoire of work, what do you think about the kind of content that is coming out today? What is your opinion on that?
Honestly, I don't see much of it, and I haven't researched. I don't think I'm in a position to make a comment or make a judgment about it. Sometimes I come across films or works which are, amazing, very enlightening, very inspiring, but sometimes it's, things are very ordinary, very mediocre. But then those are personal judgments. Everybody puts in their best. They work hard. Sometimes my films, some of my films have connected with people enormously, and some of the films have not connected with people. So it's just like, work. Let me tell you that we think that, things are changing, but things have been always changing. We have had eras of Do Bhiga Jameen, Mother India, long time back. And those were very important films, Kagaj Ke Phool, any number of films, people were experimenting, making films, saying something, Achut Kanya, my God, like, you can't, all these films were made tons of years ago. And today, again, you have all kinds of films being made. Maybe the whole running around the tree and those songs and things like that, you see less and less of them, because, people have kind of like, been calling out on those kind of cinema. But, entertainment can be in any form. And it's like you can get physically entertained, you can get intellectually entertained, you can get spiritually entertained, and something needs to be connected. So the process of evolution and learning in terms of storytelling, narration, that's, you know, the beauty is that, you know, you keep learning every day. This language is kind of like, you know, such so consuming and so kind of interesting that you know, I really enjoy shooting every day or working every day or writing every day, and that's the beauty of it.
Okay, great. So, and my last question to you would be, when Aashram releases on an XL, what is the kind of reaction you're hoping for from the audience? Because Pariksha, of course, was well received and, you know, acclaimed. So is it going, are you hoping for a similar kind of reaction from the audience this time around?
No, it has turned out well, and it's we have had trial shows and binge watching, and people have reacted very positively to it, and it's very engaging, and tremendous, you know, bunch of actors, you know, Chandan Sanyal or Darshan or Ranupriya Goenka or Tridha or Aditi Ponkar, you know, Tushar, Vikram. I mean, amazing bunch of actors, and really kind of like, you know, it works pretty well. So, and it's a new kind of subject, you know, it's been, the drama is, you know, big, and I have enjoyed making it, and it's really kind of like, you know, I'm expecting people will love it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Prakash Ji, for chatting with me, and wishing you the best for Aashram, and I'm looking forward to watching it. So thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.